Hey everybody. Going to see my doctor all the way across the valley. And I don't think we're supposed to get any rain today. But we might, because there's clouds everywhere. Tree branches down. And I don't know if anybody watching this goes on to TikTok, but people here in Arizona are sharing the hell out of storm videos. Funny ones, serious ones. And I am loving it because they're putting that George Strait song, Oceanfront Property in Arizona. They're having that song playing. I just shared one to my YouTube here, a audio clip from the Forrest Gump movie. I think it's awesome. My daughter says that the reason why it's raining so much is because Charlie Kirk is sad, which makes you kind of get all up in your feels. Ooh, I wasn't going to make that one. But yeah, I think I did a pretty good job raising my daughter, considering all the crap that we've been through. Her mom died when she was, when my daughter's mom died, my late wife, my daughter was 17. My wife brought me home some sweet tea. Got it in my fancy Washington, D.C. Travel cup, whatever you want to call that thing. That was a Goodwill find. My wife says she's going to go through her closet and clean it out. Because she goes, I got too many clothes. And I'm like, so you're just now realizing this? And then I come out to the car and I see that she has a plate laying here on the floor. So I take it in there. And my wife's at the stove cooking. You know, music blaring, and she's cooking. Totally oblivious to that I'm still in there. And I set the plate in the sink. And she screamed to where I think most of the apartment complex heard her scream. I thought that was hilarious. Now we are taking a different way to my daughter's place because they're still working on the US 60. And that's a boring ass road to drive. So we're going to go up here, flip-flop over to get on the Loop 202, which, if everything goes right, will be named after Charlie Kirk. And of course, there's the people here like, we shouldn't rename it after him. You know, the typical leftist shit. I even saw one post that we should have named it the George Floyd Freeway, because that's how the left thinks. This is going to be a long drive because it's almost 60 miles to my daughter's place. And I figured out how to record just like this on my S23 phone. I watched the video and there's a little bitty button you have to push. And I mean a little bitty button. You can barely even see the damn thing. And yes, everybody, I have two phones. That just seems to trip everybody out. Why do you need two phones? Well, it was $25 more a month on our phone bill for me to have two phones. Meaning that I've got basically two cameras. And again, to the people that think that, oh, I need to go out and buy a fancy camera to start shooting videos. Just get a quality cell phone. And I mean a quality cell phone, not some, cheap one. The two best phones to use are of course, the iPhone, if you're all into that Apple crap, or the Samsung Galaxy series, the S series. And you don't have to get the flagship Galaxy like the S25 Plus or the S25 Ultra. You can get the FE version, which is what I use, FE standing for Fan Edition. They're about half of the price of the flagship phone, and they got 90% of the stuff that the flagship phone has. Now, they don't have as much storage. You only get 128 gigabyte of storage. But you shouldn't be using your phone as a damn photo album. Get you an external hard drive. The one that I have is a 2 terabyte Toshiba. I can't remember what the name is after the Toshiba. It starts with a C. I think it's like a Toshiba Classic. But it's 2 terabyte. You plug it right into your computer, and you can transfer all your videos. Look at this. Change in length. I don't get it. But you can store all your pictures and stuff on there. And for a 2 terabyte, which you're never going to fill up, it's like $70. You can get a 1 terabyte for like 40, but if you look at it as price per terabyte, the 2 terabyte is cheaper. I mean, I've had mine for, I think, 4 years now, and every single one of my videos is stored on it. But I see so many people get all mad and stuff when they use social media to store their pictures and videos. And then, for some reason, they get banned. They lose that social media, and they lose all of the stuff that's on there. Social media isn't your storage folder. External hard drive. I've said that so many times. I'm actually, after we move and I get my new studio set up, I'm gonna, my wife has that same 2 terabyte external drive, and she said she's only got like 30 gigabyte of stuff on it, so we're gonna buy her like a 500 gig external hard drive so she can transfer all of her stuff over to it, and I'm going to take her 2 terabyte drive, so I'll have two 2 terabyte drives, so I can split the stuff up. So I'll have one that will be for the Broken Patriot channel videos, and I will have one for all the other stuff. Because after we get moved and I get the my studio set up, I get the kitchen set up and everything, I'm going to be filming cooking videos. Because the place we're moving to, it's got an amazing kitchen. Amazing. Man, more construction. They're just working everywhere here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a USB hub that you could turn the USB ports on and off. I've already got one now. I'm going to get that same one that's like, I think, $15. And what that's going to allow me to do is I'll be able to label each external hard drive. Like one will be like one will say like BP, and one will say BM, because my cooking channel's Big Mike's Kitchen. And then when I turn the, when I push the button on whichever button is, whichever hard drive is plugged in, it'll show up as that, hey, this hard drive is plugged in, or this other hard drive is plugged in. And I'll just mount them under my desk. Because my wife told me that you need a new desk when we move. And I'm like, okay. She goes, where do we get this desk at? And I'm like, IKEA. She goes, how much? And I'm like, the whole setup I want, like $300. Because my desktop, which is a IKEA desktop, I drug it out of the dumpster at our old apartment complex. Somebody had got evicted and all their stuff ended up in the dumpster, and that desktop was there, and it's been moved and redone, and it's overweighted with all my stuff on it. But yeah, if my wife wants to buy me a brand new desktop and drawers from IKEA, I will gladly take it. Whataburger, not a fan. That's going to trigger everybody. I'm not a fan of Whataburger or In-N-Out. They both could close down and I wouldn't give a rat's ass. My favorite burger place is Carl's Jr. for one burger. They got the Western barbecue burger. It's got barbecue sauce, onion rings. That's an amazing burger. Now we're getting on the Loop 202. This will be the Charlie Kirk freeway. And yes, one of these days, I'm going to do a time-lapse video for my Explore Arizona channel. And I will drive the entire Loop 202. I'm also going to drive the entire Loop 101. People think I'm crazy for having multiple channels. I think it's crazy when everybody puts all their time and effort into one channel. My cooking channel is called Big Mike's Kitchen. My Arizona channel is called Explore Arizona. Then I have this channel. I tried to start up, like Broken Patriot Family, Broken Patriot behind the scenes. And I've still got those channels. I don't do anything with them. Get some cruise control on. I love the cruise control in this car. I think all new cars have it now. The radar adaptive cruise control. Now we're going past Tippy Town Lake. And I'm going to come over here and video this too. Because I found a bunch of pictures of 40 years ago what this area looked like. Because this is all new. All these buildings and stuff. See? Radar adaptive cruise control. I was doing 75. The truck in front of me is doing about 67, 68. My car slowed right down. I love that. Now that I pull out behind this car that's going faster, my car speeds up. Love it. I just need to buy some plastic polish, because the sensor is where the Toyota emblem is in the grill. And of course, being out here in Phoenix, the plastic's gotten all faded and stuff, because it's probably the same plastic that the headlights are made out of. So I just need to polish it up. And I was watching a video. The guy was all talking about the brand new iPhone 17 or whatever it is. And he was like, it's got picture video now. Basically this, what you're watching right here, on my 5-year-old Galaxy S21. He was all bragging about it. So I left a comment. I'm like, bro, my 5-year-old S21 FE has that feature. iPhone is late to the game again. And he commented about, well, at least they have it now. And he was bragging about the 45 megapixel camera. He must have said that like 3 or 4 times. And there were comments in there like, the S25 has a 50 megapixel camera. iPhone still lagging far behind Samsung. And I'm not like, you have an iPhone, you're evil. Use whatever phone you want to use. And yes, that's the castle over there. I'm I'm going to do a video about that. But don't be bragging that your brand new $1,500 iPhone is better than a Samsung Galaxy, because it's not. Like it was probably a couple months ago, right when that Galaxy Z Fold came out, and there were videos of people being like, iPhone users that are like, hey, Galaxy phone users, where do you guys get your phones fixed at? And all the comments were like, our phones don't break. So that guy made another video like, what do you mean your phones don't break? All phones break. No. This video is being recorded on a Samsung Galaxy S21 FE, which stands for Fan Edition. It's still got the case that I got from the phone store on it. It's overheated probably a dozen times. The screen's not cracked. It still works perfect. Yeah, the battery's getting a little weak, but I mean, it's a 5-year-old phone. I think what the problem is with the iPhones is that the people that use them don't want to put a case on them, because the case covers up the Apple logo. Because now that the new iPhone is orange, that's the new flagship color. I've seen so many videos about the orange iPhone. A Samsung Galaxy user will put an OtterBox case on their phone and not have to worry about it. Mine don't have OtterBox cases on them. They got super thin cases so I can plug in microphones, because the OtterBox case is too thick. I mean, hell, prior to getting this S21, I had an S9 Plus that my daughter gave me. And that was after she had used it for a couple of years. And I ended up, when I got this, posting that phone on Facebook Marketplace and selling it for $50. Whee! Valley Metro Dial-A-Ride. I used to drive for those until I got too many health problems, and they didn't want somebody with a bad heart driving for public transportation, which is understandable. Now, yesterday when these storms were going off, this tunnel was flooded. There were cars flooded out, sitting in this tunnel. And I know everybody's like, well, why does Phoenix flood? Because we don't have drains because we don't need them. Well, if you had drains, then it wouldn't flood. Yeah, but the drain would be doing nothing for 99% of the time. This is called the Deck Park Tunnel. It's called something else, like an actual name, but everybody here just calls it the Deck Park Tunnel. Ooh, it gets dark in here. Come on, mush, mush. And this whole time, I haven't had to touch the gas pedal or the brake pedal. Radar adaptive cruise control is awesome. And think about it, guys. This car is a 2019. Whoa, here we go, here we go, here we go. Slow down. I think the Arizona State Fair is going on. I went to it one time. Yep, fair's going on. I will never go back to the State Fair. It is a ripoff. Oh, look at that. That's nice. If you're watching and you can tell me what year that bed is, I will pin your comment. Oh, excuse me. Now we are on I-17. Everybody calls this road Fury Road from Mad Max. Because everybody, you take your life into your own hands on this road. Your chances of seeing a Nissan Altima with one donut tire on, missing two hubcaps, bumper falling off, and some girl with two kids in the back seat driving it, doing 80 mile an hour on this road. That's normal. My wife drives this every day, well, 3 days a week, to come over to her job over here, which is why we're moving back to Phoenix, and so I can be closer to my daughter. Because we're not even close to the apartment that we're you're going to be renting. I know, if you ever want to see some crazy videos, just look up 27th Avenue and Indian School Road, Phoenix, Arizona. That's where all of our women of the night hang out. I can't wait to get moved. Ruh-roh. And he's opening his hood. That's a bad day. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh, look at that big, beautiful flag. America, fuck yeah. Are you just gonna ride? Okay. Ooh. See what I mean by Bury Road? I will show you in the next video where the apartment complex is that we're moving to. Ooh, look at that square body. And I am doing 70 miles an hour. 70. We're in the middle of Phoenix. And these cars are doing like 80 miles an hour easily. There's that cool church. I'm going to do a video about that church also. Because that doesn't look like any other church in the whole valley. That church looks like it was picked up off of a farm in Kansas and dropped here. It's your typical little white church with one little steeple. Stay in your lane, car. And again, people, I'm doing 70 miles an hour. Dodge Avenger. Reffy. And then the Castle Store for all your adult needs. Then we have Castles and Coasters, our amusement park. That's the light rail. Texas Roadhouse. Probably my favorite place to eat. Look, flat tire. Again, 70 miles an hour. Semi truck passing me. Semi truck's probably doing 80. And you can put twice the amount of cars on this road, and the traffic is still the same. As soon as I watched that movie, Mad Max Fury Road, I said in the theater, that's I-17. And my wife was like, you are so right. Look, how fast you think that car's going? Remember, we're in a 65 zone. Speed limit here is a suggestion. They even posted on the overhead signs during the summer. That's the temperature, not the speed limit. Because I've been doing 80 and been passed like I was sitting still. Doing 80 in a 65 and been passed by a car probably doing 100. Get off your phone, pay attention. You're not even supposed to touch your phone while you're driving here in the state of Arizona. Yeah, pull out there. Your ugly ass, whatever the fuck that thing is. Almost there. Now we are on Greenway. And yes, this is a side street. 2 lanes on that side, 3 lanes on this side. People are always shocked about how wide the roads are here and how fast people drive. Like speed limit on this street is 45 miles an hour. That's what people are supposed to drive. Oh, sporty. That's a motorcycle with 4 wheels on it. God, that's so stupid. Well, I told my daughter I was going to be there by 9 and it's 9:01. So gonna be a few minutes late. If you've got an SUV that's that big and you need to put a box on the top of it to put all your shit in it, you got too much shit. Too much shit. But broken when they're on vacation. Still too much shit. I could go on vacation for a month with 2 bags. 1 bag having camera stuff in it, and 1 bag having clothes in it. Why? Because I know that every hotel and every major city has a washer and dryer. I don't have to take 30 different pairs of clothes on vacation. Now my wife, oh, she has to take 5 pairs of shoes. You know, she has 2 giant suitcases. My suitcase for my camera stuff is bigger than the suitcase for my clothes. Because I can wash my clothes. Well, what if they have kids broken? Then I kind of understand it. But kids' clothes are small. Look, that's a Honda Pilot with a Honda storage box on the top. I wonder how much they paid for that storage box. And then you have to climb up there to get your stuff out of the storage box. I don't understand it. One time when we went back to Ohio, we ended up coming home with a big picture, like a poster-sized picture in a frame, and 2 desktop computers that still fit in the back of this car. And this car's tiny. Okay, so everybody, we're almost there, so I'm going to stop the camera. Thanks for watching.